important moment and issues pass without a look and a debate on its relevance to our daily lives. Guests will be on grant to provide informed intellectual opinions on issues.
Let's Discuss encourages dialogue for mutual advancement and provides bridge for nation building. What is trending on the social discourse?
Is the fact that everybody will come to learn from the state official.
Let's discuss it every Sunday, 4:15 to 5 on OSBC Television, Channel 32 UHF.
Good evening. Nice to be back with you on Let's Discuss. Yes, on Let's Discuss today, we have a big fish in the house, maybe because we'll be looking at a very, very big issue. Someone who had a stint with the media, became a lawyer, ended up as a judge, had a very good career, and has retired. So as we are speaking, we have as our guest on the program today, retired Justice Kunle Adegbe. So you're welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
Nice having you around.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Abiodun Oladere. The issue we are looking at.
Yes, we are good. Good afternoon out there, and you are welcome once again. We are looking at, do I say, the travails of the, can we still call him suspended Chief Justice of the Federation, Justice Walter.
The Sunday has resigned.
Yes, the retired Chief Justice now.
Yes. So
But I think the retirement is still subject to the approval of Mr. President.
Resignation.
well, the lawyer said he hasn't resigned, so we are starting on a note that will make the program quite interesting. He said he's resigned.
That was read in the media.
Recommendation was made for his retirement. The lawyer came out and said he hasn't retired. So where precisely are we on this matter?
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. I know that the information we have at our disposal about the outgoing Chief Justice of Nigeria, which itself is a very sad development in the judicial sector, has not yet been placed in a position where we can say this is the position now. What we learned over the weekend was that, during the week, was that he resigned. I haven't heard about the decision of the NJC, which is the highest body and the judicial profession. That body is required under the law to make recommendation to the president. And they have done that, haven't looked at the whole Ulabalu. Because what in fact gave rise to this controversy has been the allegation that the CJN had not acted ethically in the profession. As the Chief Justice of Nigeria, the Constitution has placed a lot of responsibility on him, and he ought to have in fact acted not like Caesar. And you shouldn't be throwing stones. He has thrown stones, and the stones are what in fact we are now witnessing. Whether in fact we will now be able to solve this constitutionally or not is what in fact you and I cannot know as of now. You started your program by saying someone told you that he has retired. What we heard in the paper was that he resigned, and his own lawyer, Chibawo said he resigned. That's what the last thing I read in the paper. So it's neither here nor there right now. And as rightly observed, the president has the final say. If in fact the president had to say you should retire, then there are constitutional procedures. If he has resigned, then he has on his own volition thrown in the towel. But if in fact the president were to pronounce on retirement, then they have to follow some constitutional provision. Even the way things are right now. Thank you very much.
I want you to give us, or to lead us into the difference between being retired and being resigned.
As an employee, you are entitled at every point in time to determine whether you want to continue working or not. When you say, I do not want to work again, what you are saying is that I resigned. And you put in a letter saying that, thank you, I'm resigning. The difference between that and the retirement is that before your employment, there are a number of things that you must do, you must not do. If you are retired, if you are run foul of what you should not do, then your employer, and you have passed through a particular stage of just say you are fired, then the employer will want to follow, particularly if it's statutory employment like the constitutional one, which the NJC, I mean the CJN position is. They have to follow the procedure. Defining the thing to the National Assembly for 2/3 of the National Assembly to say we are retiring, that's it. You get the implication. Whereas resignation is I don't want to work again. Every employee has this opportunity option in law.
If you were to advise either the president, Mr. President,
Yes.
or Mr. Outgoing CJN, using your word, I think that is safe enough.
Yes.
On either opting for resignation or retirement, which one will you?
I think it's the lawyer's counsel to the CJN must have advised him that your best bet is to resign at this point in order to be able to have the perquisite of office carried along with you. Okay? If you are to be retirement, the approving authorities will look into the circumstances of his being retired and determine whether in fact he is still entitled to carry his perquisite of office away or not. That does not mean that we are oblivious of the fact that the EFCC still has some things against him. But in fact, initially, that is the procedure that ought to have been followed. EFCC ought to have laid a complaint before the NJC to say your CJN has his fingers already burnt in some areas. We want you to look into this at the investigation that we have conducted, and this is the thing. CJN, NJC, you can take a decision on that. But because of the code of conduct saying that they introduced initially, it did not, his own case did not follow that of the normal NJC procedure. And that is why, in fact, the whole thing looked very, because again, we have never had a precedent for this type of thing in Nigeria. And I must give good kudos to the executive, seriously speaking, for using their searchlight on those of them who are on the bench. Nobody is saying that we have to have angels on the bench, but individually, they must be looked at from time to time. It's not because I've left the place. We have a number of things going on there that unless Nigeria is ready to correct now, the confidence the Mental Republic have in the judiciary will continue to win.
So you prefer him being retired than?
I will not want to say that he should be retired. He should be retired because of the procedure.
Okay.
The image of the judiciary is at stake now. And we can't say because of one person, we just write off that particular important aspect of our national life. So the best thing for him, and I think he has been advised very rightly, to have tendered the state of resignation. That is the best bet in this circumstance.
And initially, when we first heard about this resignation, it was quoted to have said that he resigned in the interest of the judiciary.
Beautiful.
Do you agree with it?
Oh, I think so, except that it's a little bit late. I would have expected him to have turned in the letter. Immediately, this labali started about 2 months ago. It's a little bit late, but it's again better late than never.
I've heard people talking about public interest, and I've also listened to a lot of people saying whose interest is public interest. Now, if Onnoghen is backing out in the interest of the judiciary, what precisely is the interest of the judiciary?
The image that we have of the judiciary is like a glass house, a very clean house that does not in fact admit of any dirt. So ideally,
okay.
Because when you appointed a judge, whether, and you don't just suddenly become CJA. You start from there. You will start from there before you get in there. The rules of office, even at every point, a judicial officer is being sworn in. You have it in the Constitution that you are going to abide by this code of conduct, code of ethics. And from time to time, the NJC issues out what they call the expectation. It's a code, it's ethical code to judges, standing judges. From time to time, you should not take bribe, you should not accept a gift on your job, you should not compromise, you have so many things, they are there. And unfortunately, the CJN has always been the chairman of the body issuing out this various do's and don'ts. Why must he be caught in the way of such a thing? It's very sad, very, very sad. Okay. I'm very sad about it.
Before Biodun will come in, at this stage, you said the image of the judiciary is like a glass house.
It is.
Already stones have been thrown. And the building, whether you like it or not, has been hit.
Oh, there are cracks now.
Okay, there are cracks. Whichever way this matter is resolved, well, to what extent will you say it will tell on the image of the judiciary in the not too distant future and later?
It's better late than never, I said a while ago. It's already bad. We must start rebuilding the image. And it's going to take some time again to convince the average Nigerian, the public you are talking about, that the judiciary is there at the third arm of government to dispense justice without fear or favor.
But doesn't it look as if we're already crucifying the outgoing CJ?
He has already crucified himself.
Because if to some people, the events at the Code of Conduct Tribunal did not look as if the man was actually guilty of all the allegations.
It's not the,
for instance, yes. It was initially reported that he has 55 buildings. Later, it was called that he had just 5. And if you look at his status in life, the number of years that puts into the service, one would not say that but moreover, we don't even know. We don't have the point to know how expensive those buildings, or if they're actually mansions or just buildings. And looking at the events at the Code of Conduct, the man appears to be gaining upper hands, but this development appears to have suddenly turned the whole thing against him.
Yes, I agree with you. The resignation is not about the Code of Conduct at all. It's about the outcome of the findings of the NJC. You remember the NJC now called him to come and state, this is the petition we received, just for reaction to this. NJC is made up of judges, either retired or serving ones, Supreme Court judges, Court of Appeal, some state chief judges, they are in that body. And they have looked at the thing and he had the opportunity of defending himself there and then. EFCC brought its own findings too. And he was given the opportunity of saying all he knew about it. NJC is like a semi-trial body. Seriously speaking, in fact, those of us who were serving at that time, we always prayed that we never have a cause to go before the NJC. In fact, we used to say the fear of NJC is the wisdom.
Beginning of wisdom.
Beginning of wisdom for you as a job, because it's a body made up of seasoned judges. So there's nothing you can come and hide before them. They will have seen it. And in fact, it must have been advertently told that, look, your best bet is put in your letter of resignation if you are not going to be disgraced totally out of this. Already you are disgraced, but you are, because what in fact, from what we have read in the papers, why should you have $1.7 million somewhere and you still stay there for a salary account, salary job? What are you going to eat money? What are you still doing there? What are you still doing? Part of the information. We haven't really gotten the whole thing. And we judges have advised not to comment on issues that are not before us. But from what we have read in the paper, you are talking about this resignation having something to do with the Code of Conduct. It's not that at all. At all. And what is more, the one before the Code of Conduct Bureau, that one is about whether you filled your forms as and when due. Because that's what you should do. Every 4 years, that's what the law says. You are, as a judge, you are the custodian of the law. The law says every 4 years, you must fill this form. Why must you wait? And you are now doing that of 2 years to 2 sessions together. I said it's a mistake or something, I forgot. What type of forgetting is this?
Okay. When at a stage in the life of the present administration in Nigeria, I'm talking about the executive, there was this night raid on some judges' quarters.
Yes.
And there were uproars left, right, and center. Why are you doing that? Oh, trampling on the temple of justice and the likes. But latest development, you are commending the executive for.
I am, and I'm still doing that.
Should the executive continue in that mood until quote and
sanity comes in?
Yeah.
I believe that's where we are going. Yes. What gave rise to that was suspicion that some judges have their hands already soiled.
Okay.
And President Buhari came in to say, I'm going to sanitize this nation. I pray, and I continue to pray for him, that God will help him to be able to do this, because we need it. Oh, Nigeria has gotten to a point that we need someone to come in and clean the Onnoghen'S table. We cannot continue the way we have been doing. It's not possible. There's no nation in the world that you make laws, you don't follow. No. That's a lawless society. It's better for you not to have law than to have law that, are being obeyed they're not being obeyed. Your question now is whether, in fact, executive should continue to do that. The police is an arm of executive. EFCC is an arm of executive. Once they can see that some judges are living beyond their means, or they have something in their accounts that they cannot explain to, they should go and go to their house in the night, go and examine the thing. You remember I said this some time ago, that if you find a judge, after you have taken care of them, the way you should is being contemplated, and it's being carried out, and you find them so dirty, if possible, cut their head. Use the maximum punishment for them, the capital punishment, because that position, that chair, it belongs to the whole of the nation, the whole citizens. If you are put there and you are not contented that out of millions you are there to come and preside over your own people of your own caliber, whether small to you or big to you or superior to you, you still in judgment, sit in judgment on that, and you are still not satisfied with that. You are still looking for naira and kobo to do what? To buy what? That is the most honorable position I've ever seen, and that's why they are called honorable. Justice so. From High Court to the Supreme Court. Why should you now swear such a name? What are you still looking for in life? You should be contented. And what is more, the scriptures, Bible and the Quran, say once you are there as a judge, you are deputizing or carrying out the function of the Almighty Allah, our God. You are saying that you are looking for, to buy what? Thank you.
Yes, it is also being said from the report we gathered that a deal was struck between selected members of the jury and the office of the presidency, where the lawyers or the outgone or outgoing CJ were also in attendance.
I read it in the papers.
Yes, in view of that, what do you then say will become the ongoing trial at the Code of Conduct in view of this supposed deal that had been reached?
As a normal public employee, you are entitled to be listened to by the Code of Conduct when you are led not to have, in fact, failed your form, or you have not been totally honest in the filling of the form. So Code of Conduct can try you, whether you are CJN or you are ordinary clerk in the office who is supposed to fill the form. You will be punished. You will be tried before the... We heard of anybody who is in public office who has not filled this form, or you have falsified the form. Remember there's an oath there. And the punishment for oath in Nigeria is there. When you are falsified, you have not in fact stated the truth in your oath. you are already committing what we call perjury. You'll be punished. Talk less of provision made especially for anybody whose form has been shown to have contained certain things that you are hiding from the public. As a public officer, see, whether you are removed or you resign or you are retired, you must still face that music. So when the deal that you are talking about, I read of this paper too, I don't know how true that will be. But I think that it was at the institution of the NBA at the national level that say, okay, we want to do a palliative thing for it. Whether that one is there or not, he has admitted that I omitted or I forgot to have been truthful to the public. What we want in public life is nothing but truth. There is no hiding place. There's like a white gown you are wearing. Anything that can soil that gown, don't move near it. Don't move near it.
But even in law, what is the punishment for the offense that the outgoing CJ had been alleged to have committed? Because people said in some instances, they just ask him to refill, or such individual to refill that form, and everything is there.
Except that you have the law guiding or establishing the code of conduct bureau. Okay? Before you cannot speculate on what is the punishment. Usually, generally, that we know of is that you are removed, you are barred from holding public office for 10 years, you are
asked to vacate
your office. Okay? This question of whether you will be asked to refill another one, that's procedural issue. The criticism that some people have against the procedure adopted here is that Aaron asked the man to come and see, and he admitted, okay, that I made an omission of hiding some foreign accounts that I have, or domiciliary accounts containing $1.7 million. That's a gross amount. And will now be asked, just go away. The investigating authorities will have seen so much that will have asked them, made them to say, no, go and face the music. Go and explain to those bodies why you must leave this out, that particular one. When you know that in this particular year, you are still the CJ head of Nigeria. That's a very powerful position for the nation. Very powerful.
Talking about this deal,
yes.
It's like looking for a soft landing.
Landing for him, and that's why I said
when you look at NBA, NJC, body of ventures, whatever, retired judges and the likes, when you look at the roles, all these groups played in this Onnoghen'S matter, what does it say of these groups of Nigeria and this idea of soft landing for high-ranking public officers?
That's why I said a while ago that we are still working towards sanitizing the environment.
Okay.
Remember all these institutions we are talking about, they are still part of the society we are talking about. It's the law, okay, that has been existing, I said before Buhari came, that they are trying to window dress, and doesn't really solve our problem. The earlier we face our problem, the better for us. If you know that you want to go into public office, please go there to go and serve the nation. And God's blessing will not come in return for whatever little one that you think is your income that legitimately out there. Don't cut corners. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for the nation. It's not good for the institution itself. And it's the institution that we must continue to build, not the individual. I was there yesterday. Today I'm no more there. The same thing will happen to those who are there today. They will leave the place one day. But what is important is to leave a good name so that generations later on will say, no, this is how they used to do it. How do they now refer to generations later on refer to Onnoghen'S case? I ask you.
It's a question we should put to you.
Thank you very much.
Everything will become history. But what part of history would that be?
What we are doing here, we are writing history now.
So what part of history will Onnoghen'S saga be?
It left to his conscience. And your conscience and the nation's conscience. It's a reflection, a mirror. Onnoghen'S case is a mirror of Nigerian society. And that is why I said I'm very sad about it.
Well, to those that are supporting or who have sympathy for the outgoing CG.
What type of sympathy is that?
Some people pick up this case. You always
Professionally. Even if you are caught stealing, you must have a lawyer. No, it's not that you have sympathy.
No, even politically, sir. Some people don't believe that. We have had instances where some governors have said he should remain in that office in spite of what
we even have a suspension of campaigns because of the development.
That's part of the decay we are talking about society. Nobody in any right-thinking environment should condone indiscipline. It's indiscipline for anybody.
What I'm trying to bring out is that those set of people believe that the system had not been fair to him, and that the rule is that the president can only appoint an acting CG for a limited number of time. 3 years, 3 months. And 3 months is just about 2 weeks or thereabout away now. Yes. And this solution in quotes, about the position of the NGC, was said to have saved the country from impending lockdown. That was why this horrid decision was taken against him.
No, nobody has taken any decision against him. Nobody.
No,
NGC have only said we have examined the papers with saying that, Mr. President, you either retire him or that's what they have done. And it's left to the president and the final authority to say, okay, I agree.
But the NGC was not involved initially. When it was to be suspended?
You see, judicial discipline has its own procedure. The procedure is when there's a complaint against the judicial officer, a letter of complaint sworn to will go to NJC. NJC is the thing. If the NJC now examines it and says, okay, this officer is answerable for the complaint that we have brought, they will now ask either the FCC or police to come and arrest him. That is the thing. It's not as if, in fact, NJC is going to say, leave him. No. And you are talking about those ones whose houses were raided the other day. Yes, they got information about them. This is why they went there. Why didn't they come to my house?
But at the end of the day, nothing came out from those raids.
Many things, very many things came. And I thought that we were going to pick the collection for the judiciary from there. But because, again, of the type of society in which we live, we never knew that the chairman at that time, who was the Chief Justice of Nigeria, had his own skeleton in his own cupboard. Okay? We never knew. We thought that he was going to be the type of clean person that he should be in that office. And we now say, look, you ought to bring this thing to NJC so that we look at it and then we now hand over, if they are not clean, we hand over them to either the FCC or the police for them to be able to. But unfortunately, the procedure they have adopted in court, that is what the court is saying. Court has not adopted them. The court has said the procedure you used was wrong, and that is why we are all happy. Because once the law says, the constitution says this is how you should go about it, no jupiter, not even the president, should go against that laid down law.
Yes, some people will say the president did not follow the laid down rules in suspending the
according to them in the executive, they said the CCT chairman had already given the order. Okay? Even though some people said this order was a Jankala order. But whether it's Jankala order or not, the president said, I have the paper with me, I said I should.
Okay. Onnoghen'S case threw up a lot of things.
Oh, a lot.
The president acting CGN, at a point in time, it got to the level of you taka me, I double you. Was alleged of so many things also.
Yes.
To the extent that he had to be investigated also by the NJC.
When there was a petition.
The sitting chairman of the Code of Conduct Tribunal also had his own side of the whole thing.
Yes.
In fact, reports are that investigations are being done on him by the EFCC.
That's true.
When you look at the whole of this, and you still have these other ones sitting pretty well, on their chairs, dispensing justice. Those who are saying maybe Onnoghen is being
made a scapegoat. Yes.
I didn't right. You always know where I'm going because of your background.
It's not as if it's been made a scapegoat. It's part of sanitation and
okay, you have to start somewhere.
We have to start somewhere.
Okay.
That's my answer to that. We have to start somewhere. And the earlier we do that, the better for the nation.
Okay.
You see, we are moving happily towards a way of sanitizing the environment. Before, nobody ever talked about this. In fact, it had to be before. The noise of sympathizers who will not know about, in fact, the nitty-gritty of the thing will be heavier, more than, in fact, the real thing. So, whatever we have, whether the acting CJ, whose period is going to lapse in the next two weeks or so, his own case, some people wrote a petition to the NJC, particularly saying that he had pronounced before on a similar matter for another chief judge of another state, who acting chief judge of another state. That's what they were saying there. Whether that one is there or not, there were some specific allegations against those ones. Bring any allegation you have against the acting CJN, the nation will look into it too. The earlier we get this right, the better. That's what I'm saying.
If we look at the number of the people that he has mentioned, that also have allegations
yes,
on their neck,
yes.
What does that portray to about the judicial system? Is it a Nigerian problem?
It is for now a Nigerian problem. That is where the stage where we have gotten to in Nigeria. We have gotten to the position of everybody exploiting the chair you are sitting, public chair you are sitting on, forgetting that that's a position of authority over the nation. People don't do the moment they sit there, they have it as a position of personal aggrandizement, which ought not to be. My candid advice to the nation is to continue on this journey, and we get it sanitized once and for all. If you know that you need his money you are looking for, don't go to public office to go and use a position. You can have money. Is it everybody who is rich now today in the Nigerian standard who has been to public office? No. If you know that it's money that is your primary goal, then go into business. But not come and use the public position to advance your own cause. As a judge, go and bring money before I give you judgment. You are going to give account to God, Almighty God in heaven.
Giving account to God in heaven is one thing.
Yes.
Giving the account here is another thing.
Yes.
And before judgment in God,
yes,
there will be judgment here on earth.
That's what we are seeing now.
What we are seeing happening. For others who are elect, when will their own judgment come?
It will come. It will come. It will only take time. It will only take time unless they stop are doing the bad thing. Some people, the what do you call them? The NGOs, civil society organizations, they are doing fantastically good things in Nigeria today, and I'm happy. They should be on the lookout for anybody who is soiling his position of authority.
Okay, let's give out the number for viewers in case they have questions or observations or contributions to make.
Yes, you can be part of this program by, I think it's on the screen already, 08069573792.
These NGOs we are talking about, they are becoming whistleblowers.
Yes.
Is that part of their responsibility?
Yes, it is. It is part of it.
How do we guard against abuse?
There are checks and balances. The NJC itself, some months ago, came out with the deadline.
Sorry? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
If you are going to complain to us at NJC,
okay,
you must swear to an affidavit. Your complaint must be contained and supported by an affidavit before you don't just give anonymous information. And that is a development for our civil society organizations too. Nobody can just wake up and say, because I don't like the face of Kunle Adeigbe, I'm writing something against him. You must put your name so that they will call me if I'm a serving judge to come and face the person.
And should the allegations be found to be untrue?
Oh, that person will be handed over to the police for perjury. or lying against on oath.
What advice would you give Mr. President?
Hello?
Because he has two suggestions before him now.
What are these?
On Onnoghen.
One,
Should he be retired?
I've told you about the implication of retirement. If he says go on retirement, the president cannot sit there and say, I retire you. He has to find it to the national Senate. 2/3 of Senate must support it.
Would it be difficult to get that? In view of the obvious...
Very, very difficult. The matter has become a political now. Very, very political. Political matter.
Okay, the politicization of the whole thing, how do you see it?
It's very, well, normally, that's why the constitution is very certain that this is how you go about it.
For now.
If you don't go about, if you go about the way the constitution has laid it down, then politicization will go to the background. But because we have failed.
Excuse me. Hello, you're welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Please speak louder. We can hear you.
Okay, maybe we'll leave this for now. Okay, you were speaking about the politicization of your...
Yes, it's because we have not been following the guideline as laid down by the constitution. The law has said this is how you should go about complaining against a public officer. We follow it. And in fact, it was the NJC that set it out. If it were to be against your issue brings about a judicial officer, this is how you go about it. You pay your complaint and you swear on oath. If, just like any other person, if you have lied on oath, that's the punishment waiting for you. That's what we call perjury. And they will be punished for it.
Apart from politicization of all issues, one other thing is ethnicity that have been brought in.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're on live.
I just want to contribute my own...
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
In fact, I'm very grateful to the guest today.
Thank you.
He has made lots of justice to the people.
Thank you.
Because if our town and Nora can come up boldly to see what the man said today, in fact, the system will have improved more than this. Because individually, they are the last hope of common. And if individually is not there, they want to be our own.
That's good.
And the effective trying to make sanity to system. So we should encourage them. If you want something in the system, especially in the judiciary, then if you are acceptable as from government, I think the Nigeria will be a place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We
So
appreciate
what
it.
about the ethnic dimension that was introduced to it, particularly at the heat of the issue?
Can you hear them again? All the people once they have seen the story, initially they thought that it was a fluke. That the executive did not have their facts and figures. When the man was confronted,
But why is it always so that we always introduce politics and ethnicity into issues?
Good afternoon. Can you speak a bit louder, please?
So why is it always so that we introduce ethnicity and...
it is the level of our development in Nigeria. We are not ready to look at things objectively. Or where we say we want to look at issues objectively, we look at objective subjectivity. Okay? We subject objectivity to our own objectivity to our own subjected environmental background. There is my brother, is my kid. If your brother is bad, he's bad. There's nothing we can do about that.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, you are welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Onnoghen'S.
Okay, you're welcome.
Uh,
Hello? Hello, we don't know what the problem is, okay? If your brother is bad, it's bad.
It's bad. That is not that. You can't hide it. And if your brother is good, it's good. If you have because it's my brother, you will now go and perform badly in the public office, and I will not be able to tell him, Oga, you have done bad. You have not represented me in that position. That is what, in fact, same people will do to you.
And what would you say is the implication of this Onnoghen saga on the judiciary?
The implication is, for now, is that more torchlights will now be directed towards judiciary. So in fact, we used to think that, judges are angels, they are not angels. I see. So They are only two. Well, go only. Go and take only.
Hello.
Yeah, that is it. So we used to think that they are clean. They are not clean, no. This is what this one has shown us. Because if anybody has said that we have this type of skeleton, it has not been tried, though. But from the information that we have so far, it's not good enough for hearing this about the Chief Justice of Nigeria in the first place. It's not good at all. It's a very bad commentary.
When you look at the appointment of judges, particularly High Court, even generally, they came from political sector. Governors appoint High Court.
No!
So at the end of the day, it will not be difficult to actually pull away politics from.
Hello. Okay.
Let me correct that.
Okay.
The Constitution makes it very, very clear. What you do, the setup is that for if to be state judiciary, you have what we call Judicial Service Commission, to which, in fact, headed by the CJ of the state, to which the individual candidate will submit applications, okay? And they will sift into this, look into it and see.
Okay.
They will look into this and say, we recommend you to NJC. It says after the NJC must have looked at the one carried out by the SSS. And the circumstances of whatever you claim to have been doing. They look at all cases you said you have won, cases you have participated in, all these things where you are born. They will have investigated everything, submit the report to the NJC. NJC will now say, okay, Governor, we find that this person is appointable as a judge. They will have looked into your account, everything. This is what, in fact, the security report ought to bring out.
So there's no element of politics in it at all.
Seriously speaking, I haven't seen it. Because it's not because you belong to AC, APC or PDP that you'll be appointed. If your qualifications are not there, this thing that we want to see,
you won't get it.
You won't get it.
Okay, now, with more touchlights now coming on the judiciary.
Yes.
And judges. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Okay, quickly, can we have you?
Judiciary being the last one of the country.
Again lost.
Judiciary is the last one.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Olariwaju has been calling repeatedly. Okay, now, with more touchlights now coming on the judiciary,
More.
Judges.
Yes.
Now, some are afraid that the temple of justice may be desecrated. You don't have that fear?
No, I don't. As long as we carry on with the change President Buhari is leading. We need a leadership. That is the problem we have. Like in any state too. If you want to progress, you need a very formidable leadership who will say this is the way and no other side noise. This is the way we are going. And we all must come round to let him have it.
President Buhari has just 4 more years to spend.
Yes.
Don't you consider tomorrow when we have someone as president who will not have the kind of integrity that we claim that Buhari?
We pray that we continue to have statesmen in that position as president. We pray. It is God's work. Did we bribe God to give us Buhari? Despite all oppositions against him, God says you must be there because he has a mission for him, and that is the mission he's carrying out.
Okay, we'll continue to pray. That is what Honorable Justice Kunle Adebe retired is saying. Nigerians are prayer warriors, and I believe you are one of those who pray a lot too. Okay, and we'll continue to pray. You don't have to bribe God.
No.
God will do that which He will do when He will do it for us as Nigerians and for us as Nigeria talking about the nation. From the other.
Well, let me start our guests for being part of this program.
Thank you very much.
Initially, we were pessimistic that we we want to appear on the program.
Why not? I'm a free citizen. I owe nobody a penny.
Okay.
I have nothing to skeleton in my cupboard.
Okay, so we appreciate you.
We have also benefited from your background too.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've always been back.
Some years back, you
was with us.
were on this side.
I'm telling you, do. What the journalist always the journalist.
So you welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
To our viewers, we say thanks for being there. We appreciate you. We'll be meeting again on another edition of Let's Discuss next week with another great personality like the one we're having today. Until then, my name is Akinola Wolabi. It's bye-bye for now.
Thank you.
4:45 to 5 on OSBC Television, Channel 32 UHF. There is no way to avoid a discourse on issues and things that shape the lives of individuals, families, societies, and nations.
Every trend, every event occupies different pages as mankind navigates the course of socio-economic and political processes.